All right, welcome to another episode of Inside IALR. Thanks for joining us. So I think the fun part of the show for me is how different every episode is. You know, sometimes it's really unique agricultural research, sometimes it's manufacturing programs or technology development, and today it's internships. So here we have Kiana Dillard, who is the Work-Based Learning Coordinator for IALR. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Caleb.
I know a lot of your job revolves around internships, so we'll start there, and then you can kind of give some pitches for the other different work-based learning programs that you work on. But tell me a little bit about, big picture, I guess, what is the definition of an internship, and why is that a good model?
An internship is really defined as a structured learning opportunity for a student to develop some skills, usually soft skills and possibly some hard skills with an employer so that they can, one, narrow down some career paths and also figure out what they like and don't like about the different careers that they're experiencing, and also to couple their experiences with what they're learning in the classroom to kind of supplement that learning.
Here at IALR, kind of since the beginning, you know, work-based learning and really any sort of workforce development has been a big part of what we do. Why are internships important and beneficial for the employers that do them, but then also for the usually students, the students who participate?
Gotcha. So internships are a win-win opportunity. So for students, they act as a way for them to gain real-world experience, skill development, a chance to explore some different career paths before graduation. They also give them a chance to network and see the different types of jobs that might be available within an industry of their interest. Internships can also make students more competitive in the job market. So if an employer sees that they've had experience or either within the industry or within certain skills, then that will make them a little more marketable. Also for businesses, internships can create a valuable talent pipeline, bring some fresh perspectives to the team, also help with productivity by supporting short-term projects. And employers also get a unique opportunity to either test drive or use as a probationary period for potential future employees and reduce hiring risk down the line, and also help reduce the costs when coupled with available funding and different resources throughout the region.
I mean, a big part of your role here is to help companies across, not just, right around IALR, but within those 15 localities. And we always talk about Go Virginia. That's a very unique map that they have, but it's 15 localities in Southern Virginia that you work with businesses across those and helping them basically set up an internship program, helping them run an internship program. So talk about kind of the support that you provide as far as, what are the different resources available for companies who are interested in creating an internship program?
So here at ILR, we offer personalized consultation services. So if an employer is looking to host an intern, maybe they've never done it before, they're not sure what an internship means, what it entails, we do offer talent plug sessions each month to just give them basic information about the benefits of an internship for an employer, for a student, and also to define some other types of work-based learning, because a lot of times when employers think internships, they think it's just for the student, just an opportunity for them. Maybe they're going to get coffee or something like that. So we try to hone in on what it actually is and how it can be valuable for both parties. We also provide different toolkits and resources. We can put them in touch with different institutions who may have a pool of applicants or a pool of interns that they're looking for opportunities. We help them recruit and match different employers and different students to different opportunities. So that training and that support is definitely ongoing, however long they need that. And we also try to coordinate efforts through different programs like VTOP, Ignite, and Teamship to make sure that they have all the support that they need.
In your book, if a company is starting from scratch, what makes a successful internship program? How does a company go about making a successful internship program?
They would definitely need to define clear goals and outcomes. Talk with their team, see if any needs exist, any challenges exist, any type of ongoing needs and challenges that they have that they probably just don't have the answer to as of yet, something that they just need a fresh pair of eyes to look at. They can also design meaningful projects or tasks, so something that'll help develop the skills of the intern but also contribute to company outcomes. But one of the most important aspects of a mentorship is assigning a mentor or supervisor to the intern to have some ongoing guidance, feedback, and support so that like I said, they're not just getting water or getting coffee for everyone. They're doing meaningful work that they can kind of give some feedback on throughout the process. And then definitely structure. So if a company doesn't have much structure around what they plan to do with an intern, then it's not really going to be a meaningful experience for them or the intern. So having that structure is very important. Also, it's best practice to provide paid compensation and incentives for the interns. That is best practice. I know as a country and as also a state, we're trying to move more toward equitable opportunities for students. So networking opportunities, company outings, volunteer opportunities, different things like that, along with paid opportunities is best practice. And then just fostering a welcoming and inclusive environment so they're not just there to pick up extra tasks, they're actually doing meaningful work.
Yeah, you mentioned the coffee thing. I think that's the classic stereotype of we don't know what else to do with them. So
Exactly. So have a plan in place before you do that.
You kind of walked through some of the resources that IALR provides in helping companies set up internships. I know a big part of what we do is connecting with, and I know you work with for the Virginia Talent and Opportunity Partnership. Tell us a little bit about the matching funds program. I know that's a big push that you guys are doing to try to teach businesses about this resource that's available to them.
Right. So the Matching Funds Program is a very unique opportunity in Virginia. The program is designed for Virginia businesses, legitimate businesses in Virginia that are 150 employees or less to take advantage of matching funds. They also have to be in business for at least 3 years, or there's a special caveat for either entrepreneurs or very small businesses or startups that are participating or have participated in some type of business competition, which I know we have a lot of throughout Southern Virginia. They can either be an alumni of that or currently participating in that to be able to participate. So that's a nice little feature that the program has. But they provide 50% of the wage, FICA, clothing, transportation, housing, whatever the whole internship package is for the intern. So they would match 50% of that. And also it's housed within a staffing agency. So that can couple the employer can use as much or as little support from the staffing agency as they need, and that would include sourcing, recruiting, screening, interviewing, onboarding, so the entire process. So with the Matching Funds program, they're able to really get hand-holding help throughout that process, because I know like a lot of employers are very busy, so they just really want to be told what to do. So they're not given too many options and get a little analysis paralysis. So it's a little more hand-holding for them.
So anytime a business can get access to funds coming in from somewhere else to help, obviously an intern is not a full-time employee, but to get someone who can come in and help and work on meaningful projects and meaningful work, as you said, that seems like a good deal. So you said basically just businesses throughout our region, those 15 localities who are 150 employees or less.
Yes.
That's who's, and then any of to have participated in those business pitch competitions.
Right. And it's a statewide program, but we specifically serve Go Virginia or VTOP Region 3.
What do you think, and I mean, to go back to the coffee example, that's a common misconception about what an internship is.
Right.
But what are some misconceptions or roadblocks that you see in your work about either from the employer side or from the student side about internships?
I would think that the main thing that we've seen is that employers don't think they have enough work for an intern or enough structure to support an intern. So with the supports that we offer through our Ignite program and the VTOP program, it's a lot of hand-holding. So we do provide that additional support to be able to go every step of the way. Here are some things you can consider. Here are some different projects you consider. We also encourage employers to use ChatGPT or whatever type of AI software and just write different prompts about this is the type of job description I have, or this is the type of work that I have, this is the industry that I have. I'm not sure what an intern can do, so give me some feedback on how to do that. And so that's something quick and easy that an employer can look up. But we can also work with them one-on-one to kind of develop that. Also, another big one is concerns about liability. So when it comes to insurance and like especially this area is a lot heavy on manufacturing. They think that an employee and an intern has to be 18 to even come into the plant or something like that. But they don't have to necessarily be on the floor. They can be in the marketing or admin or finance department to be able to still be within that industry, because you never know, they may not be a line worker, but they could still work in finance within manufacturing. So those are some different options just to kind of talk with your team, see what the different challenges and stuff are. Another thing is students having like undervalued experiences. So like I said, being paid is a best practice to provide a more equitable experience for the students, because a lot of these students are, we all know the broke college student trope as well. A lot of the students are trying to possibly contribute to their family income, their household income, but also they have other needs and different things, like egg prices and different things are going up. So we want to make sure that they can have an equitable experience with those opportunities. And another misconception is that internships are only for large employers. So with the VTOP program, they directly address that problem, making it more available to the very small businesses who might not always have access to the large talent pools and different things like that. Maybe they know someone who knows someone else. So trying to hone in on those stakeholders and those relationships is really what this program is about. So we definitely leverage those things.
And I want to two quick things. So you mentioned the whole college student idea. Most of these resources we have are available specifically for companies who are using college students as their interns, not high school. That's correct, right?
Right, for VTOP, yes.
Yes, okay. And then the other thing is, I think traditionally people think internship, they think summer also.
Right.
Talk about that idea of what does that look like to do, how do we support companies in doing non-summer internships?
So VTOP actually works throughout the year. It's a year-round program. Whenever a company needs the support, we can start the process. So it doesn't have to be in January or February usually when companies are gearing up for summer internships. That just happens to be the most time that a college student has available, but they also have spring breaks, they also have winter breaks and different things like that. So they can also take advantage of like some part-time internship opportunities. It doesn't have to be a full-time 40-hour internship. So the employer can come to us and let us know what type of supports they need, and we can help them year-round. It doesn't have to be specific for the summer.
Yeah, I know our department has actually done that recently we had a intern during the fall, and then actually have one starting very soon for the rest of the spring, and that's been very, very helpful to have someone just part-time coming in, a few hours here, a few hours there. And again, it's all about that flexibility, that they're still getting that good experience, they're still in school. But then we're getting some extra support as well. So your work that you've been doing for the last few years with internships in the region, tell me some kind of success stories that you've seen about with interns who have really, really rocked it in the role that they've been in their internship, or even maybe ended up working with their company full time.
I would have to say the first one that comes to mind is Heidi. She was a student from Pennsylvania County. She had interned with the Danville Life-Saving Crew for a summer in our program, I think a couple years ago. And they did end up hiring her on part-time. So then she eventually, after that role, she did end up going off to college. So that was a great opportunity for her. Also, we had a couple of Teamship students. And if you don't know, so Teamship is just a program where students are matched with an employer. They give them a real-world problem, and they can work in teams to help solve that problem. So that's another type of exposure for employers to be able to work with young people. So a couple of Teamship students work with a company called Fast Tech here. And they did so great in the Teamship experience that they wanted to hire them on as interns for last summer. So that was a great success story there. And then we have Daniel, who is an Averett student, and he worked with Agrospheres last summer and really enjoyed his experience. And he talked about it in raving colors on LinkedIn, so I thought that was a great experience for him. We've also had students who work with the Danville, Pennsylvania County Chamber of Commerce, who they've had great experiences with. So the employers really seem to enjoy the fresh ideas and the new information that the students are giving them throughout these opportunities.
And you mentioned the Chamber of Commerce. I mean, they have like 4 employees, so it's not, again, this is not just for big businesses. This is for small organizations as well. It can be a very beneficial tool. Yeah, I think those stories are cool, especially the one with Fast Tech that I know basically he created that internship program
Right.
because he saw that those students were students
Right.
he wanted to work with.
Exactly.
You mentioned teamship. I'll kind of open it up to what other work-based learning programs are you supporting, and kind of what are what are those, and how can companies participate?
So I know before we had mentioned that sometimes employers don't really know what an internship is or how it might go and different things like that. If an employer is hesitant about how to start an internship, what it is, different things, of course we have the Talent Plug sessions, but we also have different types of work-based learning that they can participate in. They're a little bit more low-hanging fruit. So if you don't want to fully commit to a paid internship, we do have in the summertime, we do have high school internships, of course, with Danville, Pennsylvania County, that we provide 100% funding for a high school intern. We also have Excite teacher externships, where teachers actually go and visit employers throughout the week, different employers throughout the week, and have a debriefing on that following Friday, so they can see what type of things need to be taught into the classroom for the different employees in the region, and just bring it back to the classroom for the students. We also have the STEM camps as early as elementary school for students here at IALR that are hosted. During the fall, we have Career Choice, which is a huge career fair basically for students to come and explore the different careers and stuff we have available in the region. A lot of different employers come there. We have one here at the ODEC and also at Hampton-Sydney College. And then we have in the spring, we have the Aspire Mock Interview Day, which is kind of transition to internships, interns only, but we can also kind of tailor those programs to whatever the need is at that time. And then, of course, year-round, we have college internships as well as apprenticeships.
So basically a lot of things, a lot of different ways that companies can either invest a little bit of time and do something more short-term, or, with internships, that could be several months. Apprenticeship, obviously, you're basically bringing on a new employee. So those are all varying levels of commitment and great opportunities that you all do. So I know generally we are right past the January, February push that you said for when most companies are gearing up for summer internships. But kind of give your elevator pitch to close for why a company should do an internship, even if it's not the traditional, June through July summer internship.
If an employer has any type of project that they're working on, of course, we all know you and I work with businesses all the time, so they're always going to have some type of challenge, some type of something going on. So your team might have been working on a project or an issue that they just can't get resolved, or that they just need a fresh pair of eyes for. So just try an intern and see. Especially with high school, we can cover 100% of the cost, or with college, you can do 50% of the cost. But there are supports available if you want to try to develop your talent pipeline. Just see if a new fresh set of eyes will help your business. It's a great opportunity to give a young person an opportunity to see if that's what they want to do, if you can develop company culture with them. They could possibly go on to be an intern. I know we have plenty of interns here at IALR who have worked with Virginia Tech and different things, have gone on to be hired here full time. So shout out to Mitch. But also, it's just great opportunities, great supports available in the region. So I just encourage employers to really tap in, and you don't have to do it alone. We offer a lot of hand-holding, a lot of step-by-step. So there's really no excuse to not give it a try.
You heard it from Kiana, so I got nothing else to say. So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Megabytes, IALR's on-site cafe, features everyday favorites, convenient ordering options, and an eager staff ready to welcome and serve you. Our enticing menus offer something for everyone, from a fresh, well-stocked salad bar, wraps, sandwiches, and our rotating hot buffet offered on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Megabytes is open Monday through Friday from 9:15 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. To view menus and for more information, visit ilr.org/megabytes.